Hey everybody, Chris with Bear Outfitters here, and today we're going to show off one of the coolest things that I've been sent so far, and that is the Ridge Pinnacle 360, which is Pinnacle's new hammock that they sent out to me. So this comes from Ridge Outdoors. It's a fantastic intro hammock. I took it out with me on a trip to Lost Maples, and I shot some footage out there. This hammock and its sister, which is the Ridge Pinnacle 180, are the two new hammocks that are coming out for the 2020 and 2021 seasons. Basically, the difference is one has a zipper on both sides, one has a zipper on one side. That's the only functional difference between the 180 and the 360. So the folks over at Ridge Outdoors sent me a version of the new 360 hammock, asked me to check it out and let them know if I had any feedback for them. I shot them a couple of comments back, and I made a quick little video to show off some of the things that I really liked about it. All in all, I think this is a great hammock, but stay tuned and I'll kind of walk you through it.
Well, hey everybody, good morning. So while I've got my breakfast cooling down, I figured I'd give you a grand tour of the new camp setup that I've got from Ridge Outdoors, and I'll show you some of the new features on the Ridge Pinnacle 360, which is their newest hammock, and I'll tell you how it differs from their new hammock, the 180. So let's take a look. So I've got the Ridge tarp and the new Ridge 360. I've got my tarp set up in porch mode right now because I'm eating some breakfast, and here is the new Ridge 360. I'll go through some of the details of how it differs from the old Ridge Pinnacle and how they've upgraded it, and how they have also a new hammock called the Ridge Pinnacle 180 and how that one is different from this one. So let's get into it. So I went ahead and pulled my tarp off so that you can see it. It's an 11-foot hammock. It's got zippers on both sides, which is where the 360 comes from. They added a bishop bag instead of the side pocket stuff sack. Comes with a ridgeline organizer. And you can see there's a nice little bag there that you can toss a water bottle in, but it's meant to stuff the bug net if you want to not use the bug net during your stay. One of the things I really like about this hammock is it does come with quilt hooks, and it's got gear loops on the sides, coming up again on the other side, both on the inside and the outside of the hammock. So these quilt loops come in real handy if you want to use an underquilt. Anything under about 70 degrees, you're going to want one. But it also has a winter cover that you can buy separately that matches up with these gear loops with a little toggle bolt so that you can just toggle them in there. And again, one of my big complaints on the last hammock was that they used a paracord. Now they've upgraded it to a Dyneema, so this is a real nice ultra high density cord. But yeah, it's a Dyneema equivalent basically. So again, here's that ridgeline organizer, comes with it. It's got two pockets in it, and then I call it the bottle holder. But yeah, you can use this to stuff your bug net in, or you can toss a 32-ounce Nalgene. Fits really nicely in here.
So after getting back from this trip, I really did enjoy the Ridge Pinnacle 360, which is, like I said, the new hammock for the 2020 season. This is the suspension that it comes with. It's the kind of daisy chain Eno style. This thing alone, just this suspension, weighs in at 210 grams, which makes it a little bit on the heavy side. You can swap this out really easily for a set of whoopee slings, and that will lower the weight drastically. You can also use a Beckett hitch if that's more your style. So swapping out the hardware on this hammock is a really easy thing to do that will help get the weight down. You can use the carabiners, you can use whoopee slings, and there's all sorts of kind of things that you can do to lighten this thing up. Another really interesting thing is that they released at the same time the Ridge Pinnacle 180, which will be their new entry-level model, and it'll have a single zipper. An inadvertent kind of consequence of that is that not only is it cheaper, but it's also a little bit lighter. It does mean, however, that you can only enter and leave the hammock from one side. So the 2020 Ridge Pinnacle comes in on my scale at 910 grams. My old Ridge Pinnacle, which is in the background there, comes in at 898. So like 12 grams difference from last year's model. Really, that's nothing in the grand scheme of things, right? One of the things that I really do like about it is that they did change it out for the bishop bag. That makes it significantly easier to deploy and to put it back in the bag. I think that all in all, the Ridge Pinnacle hammock is a fantastic hammock if you want to dip your toes with the hammock game. It's a really easy one because hammocks are so modular. This is a great hammock that you can start off with, and you can upgrade components as you get more used to it, or you can use it just like it comes out of the bag. Really, for a hammock that has a ridgeline organizer, integrated bug net, quilt hooks, suspension, everything that you need to included, this is a fantastic deal. I'll drop a link below where you can grab this hammock on Amazon, and I want to thank the guys at Ridge Outdoors for sending it to me so that I could take a look at it. I hope to see you guys out there, and if there's any questions about this hammock or anything else, or something that you'd like to see in an upcoming video, you can reach me at www.facebook.com/bearoutfitters, or you can drop me a comment below. So like, share, subscribe, and if you have any questions, please drop them below, and I'll do my very best to answer them for the Ridge Pinnacle or for any of your other camping questions. Hope to see you guys out there, and until then, happy trails.